This wooded hillside area is going to see a major transformation. By adding the rocky hillside and a beautiful winery on top of this hill, this island gets its first true destination. Whether you like wine or not, grab a glass, stick around, and let's build out this beautiful vineyard here on the island. Welcome back to St. Lawrence Island. Hey there guys, welcome back to Bauer Plays It, where we are building St. Lawrence Island. On this episode, it's gonna be a fun one, so let's kick it off. So the reason you are here today is because we are going to build out one of our first real big tourist destinations that I want to put in these hills right here. I've looked all over the island, and in fact, I've actually done this a few times and thought that this is going to make the best plot of land for what we are going to want to do. Now, to get this started, we're going to do just a little bit of cleanup here, remove some roads, and then we'll go ahead and clean up some trees, do some leveling off, and clean up of some of these back here. We don't need all of these fake farms. And I think I'm going to try to leave these buildings here for some of our vineyards as well. But we're going to go ahead and clean up everything. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way so that we don't have these as issues when I go to remove trees and they don't disappear. Next thing here that we are going to go ahead and do is just clear out these trees so we can really see what we are working with here. And I think I'm going to clear out everything from on top of this hill to the top of this hill, I should say. So when I leave some trees back here for that area, we'll go all the way up here on this mountainside, and we will kind of hug this road right here because we're going to use this road. And then once we get up here, we will go ahead and go down the other side of the mountain. And you know what? I think we'll go just a little bit more over here as well. As far as this side, we'll go to about there. And on this side, we'll go... Actually, I think I might be able to just use most of this mountainside as well. To about there. And that gives us plenty of room. If we really want to extend it on, we could. And we might just come up this way. You can always add trees back later on. Okay, so next thing we need to do is just do a little bit of terraforming. And I want to have a little bit of a plateau up here. So we have this nice little area up here. And I probably don't need that much space, but we'll get with what we want up there first and then get that moving. Now the rest of this, I think we can mostly use as is. Just do a little bit of smoothing out here. We're gonna have to fix that because I just messed that up. Okay, so let's get down the signature building down that I want to get placed, and that is going to be this building by Dome, and that is right here, the Dome Rural Hotel. So we're going to go ahead and get this placed on the side here, Pacific Lane, and just get that plopped down. And look at this asset. This asset is very beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and just remove the signs off of this building. So it's just a basic building, but this looks incredible. Like the detail on this asset is incredible. There are some things here that I don't think we'll need that at a vineyard. We won't need a swing set, but I mean, I guess if you have some kids there, it might be useful, but I think ultimately this is going to look really great We have a little restaurant seating or maybe a tasting area. Actually, this might be our tasting house where they do all the wine tastings. And we've got some parking over here on the side, and then just the main vineyard, where the winery is going to be. So the next part is going to be this cliffside edge where we're going to do just a little bit more terraforming here and just create a little bit of space here. And then we're going to put some rock edges down up here as well. Okay, so that is the start of kind of what I was looking for and imagining, just so it kind of has that steep cliff right there that people can come out and look at, which I think is going to end up looking pretty great. This is the first time I've used these little cliffs here, so I'm still trying to get used to exactly how they play. So you might see me adjusting these quite a bit over the next parts of this video, I should say. Okay, so the next thing here is to kind of really get the shape of this land down. And of course, we do see vineyards have it go up, the vines go up the hillsides, which is exactly what I want. But I also want to just have some set-offs here, kind of like you would see in Italy. So what I'm going to do here is actually take a path right here. And before that, actually, I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming, and we are going to just set little areas up. So I'm going to take this line right here and kind of just try to follow this line a little bit. So we can go ahead and get a walking path on here, nice and even, so it's not like hilly and up and down. And we'll just take that just like that, probably send this all the way over. And same thing over here. We'll get to about probably here, maybe a little bit further actually. About right there. Now we'll take another one here and say we'll go about in between. And then from there, I think we're pretty good right there. Now I'm debating, I think I'm going to take this one step up right here. So we went on that line. I think I will just go right at that line. That way we kind of have some offsets. Great. And now we will come up probably right here. Go up a couple more to about here. This is really just to give the workers like a set place, so they're not like all the way up here and then fall all the way down the hill. At least they have a landing, which will be nice. It doesn't really matter in the game, but for the sake of just a little bit of detailing and realism, I think that will make the most sense. So now we have these little hillside barriers here, I guess you could say. We'll get a couple more in here, actually. We're going to go ahead and work on connecting up some paths and getting these all connected up. So obviously we're going to want to have some walking paths. So we're going to start here and we'll just go right down here and get these all going. Okay, walking paths are in place here. So now we just need to do a little bit of connecting up and get these all into place here. So what I'm going to do here is decrease this again, and we'll just kind of connect these up here. And then we'll just kind of like snake a little path up to about around here as well. So what I want to do there is get from there to there. So let's see if we can just kind of, oh, that was a mess. A huge mess here. Okay, so let's try that again. Oh, that's a little too messy still. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going for here, this general vibe right here. And let's just change this to, maybe you can see it a little bit better. That sounds a little weird, but it's okay. So we're gonna have this little stone wall here that I'm using it from PDX mods, and that is gonna go all the way down and fill in all these spaces. The only thing that I am struggling with is I don't want this little handrail to be here, but you know what, in the interest of modern tourism and to preserve these stone ledges, maybe the Vineyard went ahead and put these up here so that as you're walking through here, you are not disturbing the old bricks. That's what we're going to go with, and that's why these are stone paths, not dirt paths like I want. Now, if I can figure that out later on, yeah, I will do that. But to save you some time here, we are going to speed through the rest of this and get this all taken care of. So everything looks like this stone wall right here throughout the rest of the vineyard. So I'm going to go ahead and flash through this and take care of that and see you on the other side. And with that, I believe this is mostly done. I'm loving the way it ended up looking, especially in certain lighting. This looks really cool. Just kind of carved into the side of this little mountain on the island. This side is a little bit different, kind of looks a little, I don't know. There's probably some more extra detailing to get done here, just placing some trees here and there to kind of break up some of the monotony of the grapevines and the bushes here. Again, if you can tell, I tried to vary up some of the angles of the bushes so that it didn't quite look so just one row at a time. I tried to, get different angles here. Hopefully that looks okay. But I think what I'm going to do here is just come through. I'll probably take out a couple of rows here and there, add some trees, just to kind of break that up a little bit more. So like right here, there's a little bit of a break. I think I'm going to just come in here and remove this line to really show the difference there. And then I'll just throw a couple of different trees here and there. And we'll see how that looks. Does that look maybe a little better? So I'm gonna do that a couple more times in some various places, maybe a little bit more on the flatter lands than the hillside. I mean, not a lot of flat lands out here, but you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and just kind of knock a little bit of that out and get a little bit more detail coming into here just to kind of make this a little better. I did go ahead and add fences around the entire property, as you notice here, but I could probably also add them in between what I would consider vineyards as well, the individual local vineyards. And that might also give us more of kind of what we're wanting with that breakup. So as you can see here, this line right here kind of splits this vineyard and I believe this vineyard here. We've got this coastline vineyard down on the bottom, and we have one more over here and one up on top of the hill. This little stretch right here is actually owned by nobody, but we're gonna pretend it's not. So let's just take a look at that fencing. Let's do a little bit more trees first. So we'll cut this up a little bit, just like so. Throw a couple more trees down in here. Let's not stack them on top of each other. And we'll do the same thing right here. Let's just make sure we get only trees and not the farms. I don't really want to destroy those. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. I think that's going to end up looking better in the long run. Again, we'll add some fences and whatnot as well, just to kind of really break those lines up. So as you see here, I'm just gonna go add a little bit of these net lanes here to give it a little bit of like, oh, we've got walking paths through here as well. So not just throwing down only trees, but also gonna go ahead and add these net lanes, because these would be natural to get from one area to the other, especially if they're collecting some of the grapes. Now, some of these obviously are not gonna be, I mean, completely connectable because they're not going to climb over this wall, but they'll start down here and just work their way up. So I think that's a little bit more natural of a look as well than just rows and rows and rows of vines. So we'll finish this part up and get some more trees in here and really get this working and try to figure out how to get people out here. So I think with the small little additions that I've made here, and especially along this little entryway, I think this is going to ultimately look pretty good and be a nice little tourist attraction up here on the hill. Of course, this is not really a tourist attraction. People aren't going to just naturally come here. So what I had to end up doing was add some touristy traps here. So I did add some parks down here, but as you can see, I mean, we're still kind of in the medium range now. And even out here, like, I mean, it's low attraction, but what I did was come in here and I added some attraction to this and gave these 400. So hoping that maybe somebody will actually come out here. If you look at this one is actually a pretty nice one. It's got 480 attractiveness. It's just not bringing really anybody into here. But it is, I mean, ultimately, it has no jobs, it has nothing, it's just a farm. But we got these parking lots out here, and there are some people that are coming to these little different vineyards. We do a little bit of customization on some of these vineyards as well. But ultimately, I think that, you know, the winery up here is where people are going to hopefully come to the most. There is quite a bit of parking out here. We got some parks, we got some restaurants as well in this 3-star hotel, which the 3-star country hotel is doing pretty well with money wise. As you can see here, I mean, it's making quite a bit of profit, but this hotel is finally making some profit. The balance is a little bit lower, but it is older. I bet you if I just literally replace this, it would probably end up doing pretty well. So this ultimately, I think, does look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how things ended up being. We could just add a little bit more detailing here and there. And like I said, I will come through here with some fencing and just kind of fence off some of the areas. So let's go and do that one more thing here, and then we will wrap this episode up. So as I'm wrapping this up, this finishes this episode. Thank you everybody for subscribing, liking this channel, and just continuing to watch content on here. I've appreciated every last one of you that continues to watch every episode and just be part of this community. And of course, thank you to those that have already joined me on YouTube memberships. That is incredible. If you want some extra bonus content for just watching extended episodes, be sure to join on memberships, because that is where you can get the extended episodes of all of these St. Lawrence Island episodes. And eventually I will probably also do some bonus content and just really add some more value there. So join us on memberships. It's pretty cheap. It's $1. So do that. Or just keep watching and share with somebody that you think would like these videos, especially if they like City Skylines. I'm hopefully this content is good and you do like the builds. And of course, if you're looking for a house, drop a comment, because I'm still putting people in homes all throughout St. Lawrence Island. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications for this episode. Or for this channel, so you get notifications every time I drop a new episode. But until the next time, have a good one, everyone. Goodbye.